WVU Medicine Camden Clark and Lifeline of Ohio held a Donate Life flag raising ceremony to raise awareness and encourage organ donation during Donate Life Month. Jessica Borden with Lifeline of Ohio says with hospitals like Camden Clark, Lifeline is able to facilitate the donation process. At the event, keynote speaker Brenda Hayes spoke on how her late partner Steve Cowan helped save lives when he passed away from a heart attack. Borden, Hayes, and Martha Dawson with WVU Medicine Camden Clark share the impact of organ and tissue donations.
Really an honor of the patients that we have been able to interact with here. We've had, in the last year, we've had 4 patients who have given the gift of life to others.
We wouldn't be able to do it without the doctors, the nurses, the OR staff, the critical care teams who take care of the patients here.
There's people that are out there that need organs and eyes and tissue and all kinds of different things, and rather than just throw it all away, why don't we help someone?
Dawson adds that it's important for the hospital to tell the community how one life that's donating can actually save so many lives.